Dybbuk Box, a real-life horror tale that combines ancient mysticism, personal torment, and mysterious events that continue to baffle skeptics. The Dybbuk Box, the world's most haunted object. A spiritually possessed object is often referred to as a haunted object. Spirit has taken residence or become attached to it. Haunted objects are associated with negative energies that could stem from murders, traumas, due to untimely deaths, or residual energy from the deceased, but they do exist. Every culture has a name or reason for them. Imagine buying an old wine cabinet from a yard sale. You think you're getting a vintage collectible, but instead, you invite something dark into your life. Something that doesn't leave. Something that watches. That waits. That destroys. This is the true story of the Dybbuk Box, a small wooden cabinet with a terrifying legacy. In 2001, a man named Kevin Manis, a writer and antiques dealer in Portland, Oregon, attended an estate sale. The items for sale had belonged to a 103-year-old Jewish woman who had survived the Holocaust. Among the possessions was a simple-looking wine cabinet. The granddaughter of the woman told Kevin one thing: "My grandmother kept this in her sewing room, and she always said, 'Never open it.'" She explained that her grandmother called it a Dybbuk box, a container meant to trap a Dybbuk, a malicious spirit from Jewish folklore. Kevin, intrigued but skeptical, bought the cabinet and took it back to his shop. Not long after bringing the box into his store, strange things started happening. Lights would flicker on and off. Strange, overpowering odors filled the room, the scent of jasmine flowers, followed by the smell of cat urine. Kevin would leave for lunch and return to find all the lights broken and glass shattered on the floor. Thinking it was just coincidence, he decided to restore the box and open it. Inside, he found a small lock of blonde hair bound with cord, a second lock of black hair, a granite slab with Hebrew letters, a dried rosebud, a small golden goblet, and a candlestick holder. Things escalated from there. The nightmare spreads. Soon after opening the Dybbuk box, Kevin began to have terrifying, recurring nightmares. In the dream, he would be walking with a friend, but then the friend would turn into a demonic old hag who would attack him. Even more disturbing, his friends and family started having the same exact dream without ever hearing his version. He gave the box to his mother as a gift. She had a massive stroke that same day. Every person who owned or even held the box claimed they felt sudden, unexplained illnesses, hallucinations of a dark shadow figure, cold spots in their home, electronic devices failing for no reason. Kevin finally had enough. He tried to sell the box, and it eventually ended up in the hands of college student Jason Haxton, who was a museum director and historian. Scientific curiosity turns to terror. Jason was curious about the box's history. He didn't believe in curses, but almost immediately after acquiring it, he developed a strange skin condition with welts and hives. He coughed up blood. His house filled with random smells again, jasmine and urine. He began to see shadows moving in his peripheral vision and experience full-body paralysis at night. After documenting everything, he decided he needed to contain the box. He reached out to rabbis and spiritual leaders, and they performed a sealing ritual. Jason then locked the Dybbuk box in an ark made of gold leaf and acacia wood and buried it in a secret location until it was uncovered again by none other than Zach Bagans of Ghost Adventures, who featured it in his haunted museum in Las Vegas. A celebrity encounters the final curse. After its arrival in Zach's museum, more chaos followed. Rapper Post Malone visited and touched the box. Within weeks, he was in a near-fatal plane emergency, had a serious car crash, was robbed at gunpoint. Even Zach Bagans himself reported feeling physically ill, mentally unstable, and emotionally shaken after interacting with the box. Now, was this just coincidence? No such thing as coincidence. He eventually sealed it behind glass. But many believe the spirit inside is not dormant, only waiting. Whether you believe in curses or not, the Dybbuk Box's trail of misfortune is disturbingly well documented. From strange smells and shared nightmares to physical harm and psychological torment, everyone who has come into contact with the box has a story. And if the legend is true, that spirit trapped inside still hasn't been set free. So ask yourself, would you dare to open it?